Hello everybody and welcome to the Whiskey Dictionary, where I do the research to try to teach you a little something about what you're drinking. I was just out in the yard for about 7 hours or so doing yard work, and I easily burned 1,000 calories. And I got to thinking, if I sit down tonight and have a couple of drinks, how much damage am I really doing? You know, how many calories are in my whiskey? Now, there's no nutritional information on any of these bottles, not that it would be very motivating if there were. So I went and did my own research, and I figured it out, and I'll share that with you in just a moment, so stick around. As we know, whiskey can be made of all different kinds of things, rye, barley, corn, wheat, etc. But once it's been distilled, it's down to just alcohol and water, which greatly simplifies this whole thing. You can throw away the water, but once you think about your alcohol, you're dealing with about 7 calories per gram. And don't worry so much about figuring out how many grams are in your drinks or whatever. We're going to stick with 1 fluid ounce. Now, a fluid ounce is roughly equivalent to like 2/3 of a shot, or a finger of whiskey. Or if you have a Glencairn, it looks about like that. So if we have 1 fluid ounce at 80 proof, that gives us about 9.3 grams of alcohol. Now, if you do the math there, 9.3 times 7, you're at about 65 calories. Now, we've now introduced another variable though. We've got proof, and obviously the higher proof, the more alcohol, the more grams of alcohol are going to be in that drink. So let's think about something like 100 proof whiskey, like one of these guys. Now that's going to net you about 82 calories for the same amount. Or if you want to bump it all the way up to 130, like our Booker's over here, you're looking at about 106.4 calories for that much whiskey. Now that being said, 3 fingers of Booker's is going to get you a lot further down the road to where you're trying to get than 300 calories of beer for sure. So if that's what you're going for, I wouldn't worry about it. You're doing pretty well as far as the calories go. Now there is one more question, at least that I had for myself. I thought, there's all these different types of whiskeys. There must be some variation in them because something like a bourbon is just naturally sweet. Aren't there natural sugars or something making that happen? And the good news is that not really. So I did my due diligence, I did all that research, and in a 750 milliliter bottle, you're really looking at possibly just like 1 calorie. So it's totally not even worth thinking about. Anyway, the good news is, as one of my Patreon people has told me somewhat recently, whiskey calories don't count. So I'm going to keep that in mind as I go probably have a drink to myself in a little bit here. And I'm going to call this the end of the episode. So thank you very much for joining me here on the Whiskey Dictionary. I look forward to seeing you next time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.